Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Saturday afternoon session of the 2025 14 and under Midwest All-Stars Championships. We'll be getting started in just a moment, but at this time I'd like to show our appreciation for our volunteers, our officials, our coaches, and our swimmers. Let's put our hands together. Congratulations in advance to all the wonderful athletes who have been swimming today. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to stand. Please remove, if you are able, and please remove your caps for the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will be beginning soon with our first event, Event 31. This is event 31, the girls 11 and 12 500-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 3. Madam Referee. Six lanes now in the water, starting with lane 3, Adrian Roldson. In lane 4, Logan Hunter. In lane 5, Todd. In lane 6, MJ Vec. In lane 7, Annika Santos. And in lane 8, Kaya Hendrickson. The meet record for this event was set in 1996 by Brianna Loker with a time of 5 minutes, 11.42 seconds. As we cross the halfway mark at 250 yards, Ty Wellnitz from Team South Dakota in the lead with a 257.77, 250 split. Ringing that bell for Ty Wellnitz in lane 5 from South Dakota as we cross into the final 50 yards of Heat 1. We've got lane 7 creeping up, but I think lane 5 is going to take that unofficial heat win. That's Ty Wellnitz, Team South Dakota. 6 minutes, 4.73 seconds on the pad. Heat 2 of 3. Full field now in the water for Heat 3 with Emma Christensen in lane 1 leading off. Emma Lind in lane 2 with Elise Landon in 3. Kinsley Smith is in lane 4 and Jaden Fry in 5. In lane 6 is Tinsley Kettles, and in lane 7, Frankie Martino. In lane 6, Gabby Miller, and in lane 9, Grace Ayers. In lane 10, Zoe Johnson. That bell there being enthusiastically run for Tenley Kettles in lane 6 from Team Iowa, coming into the final 50 yards of this event. And lane 6 maintains the lead. That's Tenley Kettles with your unofficial heat win in lane 6 from Team Iowa, 5:38:38 on the clock. Heat 3, final heat for this event. Now in the water for this final heat for event 31, Charlotte Holen in lane 1 with Emily Brayan in lane 2. Kaylee Turner is in 3. And in lane 5, Autumn McIntosh. In lane 6, Easy Renaud. And in lane 7, Natalia Filipovic. In lane 8, Phoebe Atkins. In lane 9, Iris Town. And in lane 10, Katie Spence. Swimmers in lanes 2 through 8 have entered this event with a national AAA time. The national quad A time that they're chasing after sits at 5 minutes 27.69 seconds. Now at the halfway mark for this final heat, with Autumn McIntosh in lane 5 having that lead off the 250 turn. McIntosh and Renaud in lanes 5 and 6, less than half a second apart as we enter the final 150 yards. That bell being rung there for lane 5. That's Autumn McIntosh team, Missouri Valley. 4:48.22 off that 450 turn. Pulling ahead to a commanding lead as we enter the final. And there it is. Unofficial heat winner is in lane 5. That's Autumn McIntosh, Team Missouri Valley, with a personal best time, 5 minutes, 18.42 seconds, achieving that national age group quad A time. This is event number 32, the boys 11 and 12 500-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 3. Mr. Referee. Now in the water for this first heat, Channing DeBoer in lane 1, Brad Bam in lane 2. Open water in lane 3, and in lane 4, John Jacobson. In lane 5, Gabe Knapp. And in lane 6, Nolan Palmer. In lane 7, Andy Pettit. And in lane 8, Isaac Pitts. Hudson Lee is in lane 9, with Nathan Shriver in lane 10. The meet record for this event was set back in 2019 by Mason Turner at 4:56.45. John Jacobson in lane 4 representing South Dakota, making that 250 turn first at 250.71 off the wall. Your unofficial heat winner, bringing it in lane 4, that's John Jacobson, Team South Dakota, 5:48.22. Heat 2 of 3. Full field now in the water for Heat 2. Brady Burgess in lane 1. Josiah Moya in 2. Braden Megan in lane 3 with Emerson Tench in 4. In lane 5, Luke Morris. And in lane 6, Grant Hartman. In lane 7, Renaud Deerdorf. And in lane 8, Easton Steyert. In lane 9, Nate Swertney. And in lane 10, Harrison Mental. Pretty even field as we finish our first 100. Braden Megan in lane 3, hitting that halfway mark at 250 yards. 243.13 on that 250-yard split. That bell being rung there in lane 3 for our front runner from Colorado. That's Braden Megan. And there's your unofficial heat winner in lane 3. That is Braden Megan with Team Colorado. 5 minutes, 30.71 seconds. This is heat 3, final heat for this event. Now in the water for Heat 3, Isaac Town in Lane 1. Lane 2, Joseph Saputra. Lane 3, Raul Shrestha. In Lane 4, Nolan Rothman. In Lane 5, Beckham Rykanovsky. In Lane 6, Ivan Hammond. And in Lane 7, Fletcher Schwartz. In Lane 8, Max Jeffries. In Lane 9, Levi Richards. And in Lane 10, Graham Ellis. Lane 5 hitting that halfway mark first. That's Beckham Rykanovsky. Team Iowa, 231.65 on that 250 split. That bell was being rung there for lane 4. That's Nathan Rothman from Team Colorado, 4:37.21 on that turn as we come into the finish for this final Heat 3. Sticking with it, your unofficial Heat winner is going to be Nolan Rothman with Team Colorado. 5:07.48. For top finisher Rothman in lane 4, that is a new national age group quad A time for him. This is event 33, the girls 10 and under 100-yard individual medley, Heat 1 of 5. Now swimming in lane 3, Addison Pitts. Lane 4, Angela Liv. In lane 5, Emily Pease. And in lane 6, Raylan James. In lane 7, Reagan Ruby. With Josie Bungham in lane 8. Madeline McNichols is swimming in lane 9 with Yanghar Lamo in lane 10. Unofficial Heat winner there in lane 10, Yanghar Lamo, Team Colorado, 1:18.07. Heat 2 of 5. Full field now in the water for heat number 2. Quinn Wasibka in lane 1 with Rory Breitbach in 2. Elizabeth Donnell is in lane 3 with Quinn Humphrey in 4. In lane 5, Taylor Humphrey. And in lane 6, Sneha Deepak. In lane 7, Maggie Kovalyev. In lane 8, Edie Hofsider. And in lane 9, Cora Lind. In lane 10, Avery Timmerman. Unofficially winner there in lane 5, that's Taylor Humphrey, Team Missouri Valley, 1:19.32. Heat 3 of 5. Now in the water for Heat 3 in Lane 1, Ava Marsh. Lane 2, Molly Fisher. Lane 3, Alex Genneser. In Lane 4, Bungie Osterloh. In Lane 5, Danny Splitgerber. And in Lane 6, Bellamy Barton. Sloan Wallard swimming in Lane 7 with Ginny Peterson in 8. In Lane 9, Collins DeBoer. And in Lane 10, Beeler Bazat. Meet record for this event was set in 2015 by Mia Tandigan with a 104.86 being the time to beat. Tight finish there, but your unofficial heat winner, Barton Bellamy, Team Iowa, 1:16.91. That is a national AA time. Heat 4 of 5. In Lane 1, Kiana Gallegos. Lane 2, Lucy Elsperman. And in Lane 3, Brindley Adam. Lane 4, Georgia Garrison. And Annie Detweiler in Lane 5. In Lane 6, Bella Thompson. And Bailey Jamison in Lane 7. In Lane 8, Reagan Qualley. And in Lane 9, Amelia Allen. In Lane 10, Betty Lukes. Unofficial heat winner in Lane 6, that's Bella Thompson, Team Missouri Valley, 114.96. Heat 5, final heat for this event. In Lane 1, we've got Addison Lamb with Piper Bowman in Lane 2. In Lane 3, Faith Brennan. And in Lane 4, Kinley Heinrich. In Lane 5, Ellie Sungi. And in Lane 6, Kylie Fairbank. In Lane 7, Grace Hansel. Trista Myers swimming in Lane 8 with Ruby Richards in 9. In Lane 10, Delaney Cochran. Coming into this event, Ellie Sungi in Lane 5 enters with a national quad A time of 1:08.73, 1.5 seconds away from that meet record of 1:07.23. Unofficial heat winner just off the meet record with a drop in Lane 5. That's Ellie Sungi, Team Colorado, 1:07.61. This is event 34, the boys 10 and under 100-yard individual medley, heat 1 of 4. Three swimmers now in the water for this heat 1. Hamza Yanis in lane 4, Ryan Shannon 5, and Keegan Kasper in lane 6. Meet record for this event was set in 2013 by Forrest Frazier, pulling a 1:02.96. Unofficial heat winner in lane 6 from Team South Dakota, Keegan Kasperek, time 1:23.02. This is heat 2 of 4. Now in the water for lane 1, Bentley Frost. Lane 2, Gus Kelly. And in lane 3, Bryson Bim. In lane 5, Carson Rue. And Pearson Hinkle in lane 5. In lane 6, Logan Smith with Crosby Bass in lane 7. In lane 8, Cam Albright. And in lane 9, Colton Heinrich. Unofficial heat winner in lane 6, that's Logan Smith from Team South Dakota, 1:18.71. Heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, Gavin Melrose. In lane 2, Jenner Sissel. In lane 3, Caleb Swenson. And in lane 4, William Bruce. In lane 5, Brooks Frazier. And in lane 7, Marcus Gerke. In lane 8, James Ashton. And Oakley Van Newell in lane 9. In lane 10, Griffin Wilson. Unofficial heat winner there in lane 5, that's Brooks Frazier from Team Colorado, 1:17:45. This is heat 4, final heat for this event. Now in lane 1, Clayton Barkstadt. Lane 2, Knox Ruby. In lane 3, Walker Butterfield. In lane 4, James Reed. In lane 5, Carter Adams. And in lane 6, Boyd Rothman. In lane 7, Johnny Messenger. And in lane 8, Timothy Belev. In lane 9, Samuel Thorne. And in lane 10, Hughes Briley. Entry into the top 10 national times requires 1:08:07 or better. Our top seed, Carter Adams, in lane 5. Just over a second off that time. Let's keep an eye on lane 5 as we come into the finish. And ladies and gentlemen, you did it. Your unofficial heat winner there, Carter Adams in lane 5, pulling that time 1:07:51, marking him as the 7th fastest time in the United States. This is event 35, the girls 11 and 12 100-yard individual medley, heat 1 of 4. In lane 1, Kirsten Johnson. In lane 2, Olivia Bradford. And in lane 3, Mia Topolinski. Carmen Anderson is in lane 4 with Ava Sirchef in lane 5. Elodie Saylor in 6 and Gabby Miller in 7. Swimming in lane 8, Jada Wright. And in lane 9, Whitney Shue. Meet record for this event was set a few years ago in 2022 by Lucy Velt, pulling a 59:53. Unofficially, the winner there in lane 4, that's Carmen Anderson representing Team Midwestern, 1:09:64. Heat 2 of 4. In lane 1, Olivia DePerna. Lane 2, Charlotte Holian. In lane 3, Marissa Krings. In lane 4, Gabby Nilsson. And in lane 5, Charlotte Saab. In lane 6, Amelia Mettenbrink. And in lane 7, Mia Shergin. In lane 8, Ginger Fay. And in lane 9, Quinley Miner. In lane 10, Olivia Rasmussen. Unofficial heat winner in lane 7 from Team Midwestern, Mia Shirkin, 1:07:31. Heat 3 of 4. Now in the water for Heat 3, Bryn Wallard in lane 1 and Emerson Sledge in lane 2. Caitlin Guerin in 3 and Jacqueline Warner in lane 4. In lane 5, Emily Bine, and in lane 6, Ellen Erickson. In lane 7, Hannah Texter. In lane 8, Riley Wagers, and in lane 9, Quinn Crowley. In lane 10, Eloise Seaman. Swimmers packed up tight as we come into the wall for the final. And it's going to be Ellen Erickson in lane 6 from Team North Dakota, 1:06:91. This is Heat 4, final heat for this event. In lane 1, Iris Town. Lane 2 is Landry Pendleton. Kirsty Beckett is in lane 3 with Katie Spence in lane 4. Izzy Renaud in lane 5 and Melinda Zhang in 6. In lane 7, Zoe Hidlago. And in lane 8, Aniston Hackley. In lane 9, Alyssa Torella. And in lane 10, Andy Garcia. Your unofficial heat winner in lane 5, that's Izzy Renaud from Team South Dakota, 1:03:37, a national age group quad A time. This is event 36, the boys 11 and 12 100-yard individual medley, heat 1 of 4. Three swimmers now in the water, leading off with Nathan Shriver in lane 4, Hudson Lee in lane 5, and Gibbs and Saldo in lane 6. Unofficially winner there, Gibbs and Soto, lane 6, Team South Dakota, 1:11:04. Heat 2 of 4. In lane 2, Luke French. Isaiah Benson in lane 3. Royce Lee in lane 4, and Lane Nichols in lane 5. Lane 6 is John Jacobson, and in lane 7, Jensen Weber. In lane 8, Miles Hoffman, and in lane 9, Ali Bond. Meet record for this event was set in 2015 by Andrew Karpenko, 58:56 being the time to beat. Field stacked up tight for the freestyle finish, coming into the wall, too close to tell. Let's see where we go to the pad, and it's going to be lane 3. That's Isaiah Benson, Team North Dakota, 1:09.04. Heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, Parker Qualley. In lane 2, Theodore Larson with Joseph Saputra in lane 3. Davis Tomlinson is in lane 4, and in lane 5, William Wallace. In lane 6, Charlie Swires, and in lane 7, Graham Ellis. Ethan Suen is in lane 8 with Carson Meisenbach in lane 9. In lane 10, Trauber Malloy. Lane 4 holding on to the lead in the final few feet. That's going to be William Wallace from Team Colorado, 1:04.03 with your unofficial heat win. This is Heat 4, final heat for this event. Now in the water in lane 1 is Declan McLean. Lane 2, Luca D'Alestrico Hunt. Lane 3, Ethan Kugel. And in lane 4, David Thorne. In lane 5, nationally 4th-ranked swimmer for this event, Sheldon Lamb. And in lane 6, Matthew Oram. In lane 17, Rasmussen. And in lane 8, Maxim Nasdrin. In lane 9, Isaac Town. And in lane 10, Harrison Mintle. The meet record for this event stands at 58.56 seconds, just above the entry time for lane 5 swimmer Sheldon Lamb. Ladies and gentlemen, and he got it, Sheldon Lamb in lane 5 from Team Iowa, 57.40 with a new meet record. Maintaining his spot as the 4th-ranked national swimmer. This is event 37, the girls 13 and 14 200-yard individual medley, heat 1 of 4. In lane 2, Linnea Berger. Lane 3, Molly Larson. And in lane 5, Scout Rosendahl. In lane 6, Anna Nasdrin. And in lane 7, Annika Bachholt. In lane 8, Claire Seidling. Coming into the finish with lanes 5 and 6 stacked up very tightly. But it looks like it's going to be lane 5, Scout Rosendahl from Team South Dakota to 22.52. Heat 2 of 4. Now in the water for Heat 2, Elizabeth Herrick. Lane 2, Elena Vatt. And Evelyn Klappenbach in lane 3. In lane 4, Malin Thier. And Maeve Wass in lane 5. In lane 6, Nola Rubel with Jessica Fan in lane 7. Ava Ream is in lane 8 and Siggy Mattis in 9. Grace Reinance in lane 10. Unofficially winner there in lane 2, Elena Vasky representing Iowa to 18-14. Heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, Olivia Ennenbach. Lane 2, Lily McFadden. And in lane 3, Piper Frederick. In lane 4, Hayden Benbow. And Paige Gust in lane 5. Elsa Sung in lane 6. And in lane 7, Lula Karst. In lane 8, Kayla Forrester. And in lane 9, Nora Landon. In lane 10, Rio Hammett. Freestyling in with the crews there in lane 6, your unofficial heat winner, Elsa Sung, representing Team Colorado 210.76. Heat 4, final heat for this event. In lane 1, Marin Deneen. Lane 2, Ella Marsh. And lane 3, Haley Sears. In lane 4, Elsa Anderson. And lane 5, Clara Seaman. In lane 6, Kinley Baber. And in lane 7, Grace Perry. In lane 9, Haley Birkby. And in lane 10, Valerie Williams. Meet record for this event was set in 2014 by Caroline Thiel, 2:03:05 being the time to beat. Swimmer Clara Seaman in lane 5 representing Missouri Valley, just over a second off of that meet record time. Keep an eye on lane 5 as we come into this final length. At the halfway mark, Elsa Anderson in lane 4, swimming for Colorado, turns it around first, pulling a 59.31 on that 100-yard split. Colorado's Anderson in lane 4 holds on to it as we come into that final length, turning it out now with 25 yards to go. And your unofficial heat winner is Elsa Anderson there in lane 4 from Colorado to 06:09, a new national age group quad A time. This is event 38, the boys 13 and 14, 200-yard individual medley, heat 1 of 4. Now in the water for this first heat, Garrett Kunkel in lane 2, and Matthew French in lane 3. Isaiah Volsky in lane 4, and Simon Klein in 5. Max Kai in lane 6, and Colin Fields in 7. In lane 8, Kip Weed, and in lane 9, Seth Jacobson. Meet record for this event was set by Michael Andrew in 2014 with 1:49.76 is the time to beat. As we transition into freestyle, heat leader Max Key in lane 6. representing the Missouri Valley. Simon Klein from Team Iowa catching up there in lane 5. And there it is, Simon Klein going to take that unofficial heat win for Team Iowa, 2:10.53. Heat 2 of 4. In lane 1, Jack Bottlinger. Lane 3, Everett Burr. In lane 4, Nicholas Signani. In lane 5, Parker Kidwell. And in lane 6, Andrew Miller. In lane 7, Easton Ketterling. And in lane 8, Jay Balashandar. In lane 9, Nick Polyak. And in lane 10, Tate Tisdall. With just 50 yards to go, transitioning into the freestyle lap, we've got Nicholas Signani from Team Iowa turning it out first. Coming off that 175 turn, we've got a couple other lanes vying for first for this heat win. And it's going to be Andrew Miller in lane 6 representing South Dakota, 2:07.91 with the unofficial heat win. Heat 3 of 4. Now on the water for Heat 3, Jackson Fausch in 1. In lane 2, Michael Liu. And in lane 3, Lucas Lee. In lane 4, Nathan Schluter. And in lane 5, Leo Yin. In lane 6, Asher Howe with Mirari Sinam in lane 7. In lane 8, Kellen Kidwell. And in lane 9, AJ Aarons. In lane 10, James Jacobson. Keeping an eye on lane 1, giving the center lanes a run for their money, and he's going to take it. That's Jackson Fausch in lane 1 with the unofficial heat win from Team Iowa to 04-15. Heat 4, final heat for this event. Now in the water for Heat 4, Clayton Trehard. Henry Christensen is in 2, and Traven Kraus in 3. Owen Vaughn in lane 4, and Cooper Walkup in lane 5. Luke Assissa is in lane 6, and Andrew Malloy in 7. Marshall Adams is in lane 8, and Isaac Knapp in 9. Alex Jones is in lane 10. That meet record set by Michael Andrew in 2014 at 149.76. Cooper Walkup there in lane 5 for Team Colorado, turning it out at the 150 at 129.49. That swimmer's entry time 3 seconds off from a national top 10. Let's keep our eyes peeled on lanes 5 and lane 3 for the heat win. And your unofficial heat winner, separated by 0.09 of a second, is Traven Kraus in lane 3, representing Colorado, 156.30.
Heat 1. Heat 1 of event 39 underway. In lane 1, Ruby. In lane 2, Clements. In lane 3, Brudvig. In lane 4, Riffenberger. Lane 5, Hayen. Timmermans in lane 6, Hinkleman in 7, Lehan in 8, Kovalov in 9, and Freeborn in 10. First of 4 heats for the girls 10 and under 50 backstroke underway. Looks like Lehan in lane 8. Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Barton. In lane 2, Breitbach. Lane 3, Texter. Quali's in lane 4. Leaper in 5. Wospka in 6. Garrison in 7. Kovaryov in 8, Humphrey in 9, and Walling in lane 10. Me record in this event set back in 2015, 30.38. That's Sleeper taking the heat in lane 5. Heat 3. Lane 1 is Madsen, James in 2, Lucas in 3, Spirit in 4, Davis in 5, Allen in 6, Martin in 7, Fisher in 8, Smith in 9, and Genezer in lane 10. That's Davis, lane 5. Heat 4 of 4. Final heat in the pool, that's Adam in 1, Cochran in 2, Hansel in 3, Heinrich in 4, Sungji in 5, Anderson in 6, Bowman in 7, Myers in 8, Wollards in lane 9, and Gallegos in lane 10. Seated right there in lane 5, that's Ella Sugny. She's currently sitting at the 7th fastest time in the country with her seed time. And she's going to go even faster than that. That's going to be the 6th fastest time in the country there. Ella Sungji from Colorado. Heat 1. Relax, gentlemen, relax. Lane 7, you're in the next heat. Hop on out of there. All right. First of 5 heats for event 40. Boys 10 and under, 50 backstroke. Hudson in 4, Hendrickson in 5, and Uffman is in lane 6. Me record in this event set back in 2019. 30.45 by Parker Macau. That's going to be Thomas Hudson out of lane 4. Heat 2 of 5. Here's heat 2. Collinson 2. Swenson in 3. Sposito in 4. Landon in 5. Lynn in lane 6. Weiberg in 7. Murray Vazeros in lane 8. And Enriquez Alarano in lane 9. Eli Weberg taking heat 2. Heat 3. Heat 3 into the pool. That's Belmont Spratt in lane 1, Wilson in 2, Hinkle in 3, Ruby in 4, Smith in 5, Bruce in 6, Schwann in 7, Hartman in lane 8, Albright in 9, and Henrik in lane 10. At the touch, that's going to be Asher Schwann in lane 7, 36.76. Heat 4 of 5. Lane 1 is Morehouse. Lane 2, Ashton. Lane 3, Bergman. Van Nijwals in 4. Belov in 5. 6 is Level. Brongstringle is in lane 7. Beam in 8. Laihalhaka is in lane 9. And Susel in lane 10. Fourth of 5 heats underway. It looks like Bonstragle there, 34.38 to take heat 4. Fifth and final heat of event 40 underway. Breinborn in 1, Roland Hagen in 2, Mental in 3, Messenger in 4, Lee in 5, Adams in 6, Reed in 7, Harbuck in 8, Milroy in 9, Rodriguez in lane 10. Swimmer seated in lane 5, that's Miles Lee. He's currently sitting at 7th nationally in this event. And he's going to lower that seating and set a new meet record, 29.46 for Miles in lane 5. Miles Lee in lane 5. Silver medal to Adams. Looks like third place is going to go to Harbuck over in lane 8. One. Underway, the first of 3 heats for the 11-12 girls 50-yard backstroke. Ronaldson in 1, Fay in 2, Haas in 3, Saab in 4, Landon in 5, Geese in 6, Texter in 7, Christensen in 8, Ayers in 9, and Berger in lane 10. Down to the touch, it looks like Landon in lane 5, 32.22. Heat 2. Here comes heat 2 of event 41. Erickson in 1, Schultz in 2, DePerna in 3, Chamberlain in 4, Bowerman 5, Woolard lane 6, Bryn in 7, Trella in lane 8, Rowan in 9, and Krings rounds out your field in 10. Me record this event set back in 2022. It's going to be a 26-6-2. Over here in lane 2, that's Schultz, 30.04 from Colorado. Heat 3 of 3. In lane 1, Flipovic. In lane 2, Fenton. Snyder's in 3. Idbius is in 4. Kinsel in 5. Zhang in 6. Sledge in 7. Beckett is in lane 8. Fry in lane 9. And lane 10, Wagers. Looks like Kenzel touching first, 29.01 for Midwestern. Heat 1. First of 4 heats in event 42 in the pool. That's Burns in 1, Schrick in 2, Moya in 3, Spanos in 4, DeBlanc in 5, Burgess in 6, Ryder in 7, Zhang in 8, and Mooring in lane 9. Me record this event, set in 2012, is a 26-4-0. It's going to be Moya out of lane 3. Heat 2. Heat 2 of 3 for event 42, 11-12 boys, 50 back. In lane 1, Quali. Lane 2, Beck. Liu in lane 3, Larson in 4. Lane 5 is Schwartz. Tench is in lane 6, Palmer in 7, DeBoer in 8, Knapp in 9, and Bond is in lane 10. That's going to be Liu out of lane 3. Heat 3. That's the seeded heat of event 42. Shrestha in 1, Google in 2, Norum in 3, Rasmussen in 4, Selby in 5, Hammond in 6, Oram in 7, Swayers in 8, McLean in 9, and Richards in lane 10. That's going to be Liam Selby, 26.67. Unofficially, that is going to be top 10 time nationally if it holds up. Yeah, that would be 10th nationally right now. Nice swim, gentlemen. Event 43, Heat 1. Settling into some 100-yard backstrokes here. This is the first of 4 heats. It's Mally Larson in 4, Claire Shao in lane 5, and Natalie Graham in lane 6. Meet record in this event, set in 2016 by Abby Schwartz, is a 55.87. Looks like Claire Shao in the lead here. 107.63 out of lane 5. Heat 2. Second of 4 heats for the girls, 13-14 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 is Schmidt, Boomer in lane 2, Forster in lane 3, Herrick is in lane 4, Rowan is in lane 5, lane 6 is Thomas, Corwin in lane 7, Adams in lane 8, Weishoff is in lane 9. Top 10 time nationally. 10th place nationally right now is sitting at a 55-1-2. So we'll keep an eye on these upcoming heats. Again, that meet record, 55-87, set back in 2016. It's going to be Reese Rowland, 10016 out of lane 5. Heat 3. Heat 3 underway. That's DeYoung in lane 1, Weiner in 2, Was in 3, Zhang in 4, Hunt in lane 5, Thomas in lane 6, Frederick in 7, Williams in 8, Heinrich in lane 9, and Mattis in lane 10. Teresa Zhang leading there at the 50 mark out of lane 4. It's going to be Zhang 58.39 out of lane 4. Second to last heat. Heat 4 of 4. Last heat, 13-14 girls in the pool for the 100-yard backstroke. Sung is in lane 1, lane 2, Binbo, lane 3, Deneen, lane 4 is Koobs, lane 5 is Ogura, lane 6, Wyson, lane 7 is Ward, Sloan in lane 8, Marsh in lane 9, and rounding out your field in 10 is Sears. Excuse me, lane 4 is vacant. That's Ogura there from Midwestern, 26-9, leading them out the first 50. And she's going to touch just off that meet record, 55.90 for Alice Ogura. Heat 1 of event 44. First of 3 heats in the pool for event 44. Jacobson in 1, Kunkel in 2, Ketterling in 3, Schluter in 4, Collins in 5, Kidwell in lane 6, Balchelader is in lane 7, Feist in 8, and Ross is in lane 9. Me record this event set back in 2018. That standard is a 52-23. Tightly bunched field as we move into the last 15 yards. Looks like a slight lead out there in lane 7. That's going to be Jay Bakalander, 58.85. Heat 2. Heat 2, 13-14 boys, 100-yard backstroke. Brodeur is in lane 1. Liu in 2. Tate is in lane 3. Fausch is in lane 4. Sanam is in lane 5. Ainsley is in lane 6. Vega in 7. Carpenter in lane 8. Lane 9 is Miller. And Signani is in lane 10. Looks like Jackson Fausch out there in first 50 in lane 4. For Team Iowa there, Jackson Fausch. He's going to win this heat unofficially 56.04 out of lane 4. Fastest seated heat 3 coming your way. Event 44, Heat 3, that's Vonnie in lane 1, Christie in 2, lane 3, Decker, lane 4, Ivan, lane 5, Trenhay, lane 6, Yin, Chandler in 7, Walden in 8, Malloy in 9, and lane 10 is Jacobson. Tightly bunched field, that's Clayton Trehane from Iowa there, leading at the 50. Coming down to the finish here. It's going to be Buddy Walden over there from Missouri Valley. Lane 8, 53.84 to grab that top spot. Switching to the freestyle, this is event 45, girls 10 and under, 50-yard freestyle, heat 1, Clements in 3, McNichols in 4, Walling in 5, Boehm in 6, Peterson in 7, Pitts in 8, Lamo in lane 9. It's going to be Peterson in lane 7. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the pool, that's Peace in 1, Madsen in 2, Hinkleman in 3, Bazat in 4, Lehan in 5, Osterloh in 6, Deepak in 7, Hofzeider in lane 8, Blind in 9, and Hayen in lane 10. Splash and Dash, this is the second of 4 heats for event 45. It's going to be Osterloh out of lane 6. Heat 3. Third of 4 heats underway. That's Texter in 1, Smith 2, Leaper in 3, Marsh in 4, Jameson in 5, Spear in lane 6, Martin in 7. Lane 8 is DeVore, Humphrey in lane 9, and lane 10 is Liv. To the touch, that's Lillian Spear in lane 6, unofficially 30.77. Heat 4 of 4. Elsperman in 1, Thompson in 2, Lamb in 3, Spligerver in 4, Fairbank in 5, Anderson in 6, Davis in 7, Brennan in 8, Detweiler in 9, and Richards in lane 10. Meet record again, 26-27, set back in 2011. Down to the touch, that's going to be Haley Anderson, 27.99 from Missouri Valley. Heat 1 of event 46. In the pool, lane 3, that's Kelly. Hanson McComb is in lane 4. Hudson in lane 5. Hendrickson in 6. Frost in 7. And Lynn is in lane 8. Meet record in this event held by Tokyo Olympian Michael Andrew. He posted a time in 2010 of 24.60. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the pool. Enriquez Aliano in 1. Rowe in 2. Huffman in 3. Bergman in 4. Weiberg in 5. Landon in 7. Sposito in lane 8. Kasparek in lane 9. And lane 10 is Cohout. Second of 4 heats underway. That's going to be Bergman with a good drop, 30.12 out of lane 4. Heat 3. Here we go, heat 3, Schwann in 1, Level in 2, Roland Hagen in 3, Bergstadt in 4, Briley in 5, Haka in lane 6, Frazier in 7, Bass in 8, Von Stringel in 9, and Hartman in lane 10. Down to the touch, it's going to be Lila Haka in lane 6. Heat 4. Heat 4 into the pool. Gerke in 1, Thorne in 2, Breinborn in 3, Mental in 4, Lee in 5, Rothman in 6, Harbuck in 7, Milroy in 8, Butterfield in 9, and Rodriguez in lane 10. Keep an eye on Lee Miles. He's ranked 2nd nationally right now at that 25.97. He's got control of this heat right now. He's going to touch first, 26.17 for the 10 and under boys final heat. Heat 1. First of 5 heats for 11-12 girls. Mitney in 2, Johnson in 3, Shruthath in 4, Anderson in 5, Hunter in 6, Santos in 7, Hendrickson in 8, and Berger is in lane 9. Heat 2. Second of 5 heats underway. That's Shrew in 1, Wright in 2. Lane 3 is Rasmussen. Lane 4, Wellnitz. Shergan in 5. 6 is Geese. Lane 7 is Rowan. Vetch is in lane 8. Haas in 9. And Bradford in lane 10. Me record this event set back in 2022. It's a 24.40. It's going to be Wellnitz out of lane 4. Three. Heat 3 underway. Nilsson in 1, Kettles in 2, Crowley in 3, Lind in 4, Metterbrink in 5, Johnson in 6, Topolinski in 7, Seaman in 8, Schultz in 9, and Sailors in lane 10. That's Lind with the win in that heat. Heat 4. Heat 4 underway. Chamberlain in 1, Brennan in 2, Martino in 3, Bowerman in 4, Warner in 5, Smith in 6, Fenton in 7, Leibis in 8, Garcia in 9, and Miners in lane 10. Down the touch, that looks like Fenton over in lane 7. Heat 5. Final heat of event 47 underway of the splash and dash for 11-12 girls. Hidalgo in 1, Turner 2, Snyder in 3, Guerin in 4, Kensel in 5, McIntosh in 6, Atkins in 7, Hackley in 8, and Pendleton is in lane 9. That's going to be McIntosh, Autumn McIntosh, 25-43. That final heat. Event 48, heat 1. First of 5 heats. Lane 4 is Pitts. Deerdorf will be in lane 5. And Boehm in lane 6. Meet record this event, also held by Tokyo 2021 Olympian Michael Andrew. He swam a 23:46 back in 2011. Heat 2. Second of 5 heats underway. Mooring in 2, Shriek in 3, Morehouse in 4, Lee in 5, Jang in 6, Gartner in 7, Fixon in lane 8, and Burns in lane 9. Heat 3. Heat 3 into the pool. That's soon in 1. Benson in 2, and Zaldo in 3. DeBlanc in 4. Nichols in 5, Tomlinson in 6, Strayer in 7, French in 8, Weber in 9, and Meisenbach in lane 10. Heat 4. Swerdny in lane 1, Wallace in 2, Liu in 3, Hoffman in 4, Jeffries in 5, Pettit in 6, Beck in 7, Megan in 8, Ryder in 9, and lane 10 is Morris. Fourth of 5 heats underway for event 48. Heat 5. Rothen in lane 1, Nasdrin in 2, Delastricto Hunt in 3, Thorne in 5, Sheldon Lamb, the fastest seat here, #1 in the nation, is in lane 5, Selby in 6, Norham in 7, Warchowski in lane 8, Hartman in 9, Mulroy in lane 10. And that is going to be a new meet record and a new national #1 time there for Sheldon Lamb in lane 5 for Team Iowa. Event 49, Heat 1. First of 4 heats for the 13-14 girls 50 free. Eichmann in 4, Shielding in 5, and Rowan in lane 6. Meet record in this event 23.68, set back in 2024 by Kate McKinnon. Heat 2. Heat 2 underway. Einbach in 1, Adams in 2, DeJong in 3, Forster in lane 4, Wright in 5, Schmidt in 6, lane 7, Udi, Schachow in lane 8, Nasdrin in 9, and Leach in lane 10. Heat 3. Durker in lane 1, Graham in 2, Krantz in lane 3, Coombs in 4, Landon in 5, Corwin in lane 6, lane 7 is Henrik, lane 8, Weiskopf, lane 9, Miller, and lane 10, Weiner. Heat 4 of 4. Last heat into the pool for event 49. Zhang in 1, Hunt in 2, Agura in 3, Hobbs in 4, Barber in 5, Perry in 6, Hammett in 8, 9 is Anderson, 10 is Gust. It's going to be Agura over here in lane 3, 24 flat for that final heat. Heat 1 of event 50. Lane 1 is Weed, Mueller in lane 2, Basley in 3, Feist in 4, Jacobson in 5, Matthews in 6, Pancrantz in 7, Jacobson in 8, Quee in 9, and sells it in lane 10. Heat 2. Heat 2 underway. That's Palumbo in 1, Vega in 2. Lane 3 is Teisdal. Lane 4, Ross. Lane 5 is Tate. Lane 6, Lee. Lane 7 is Burr. Lane 8 is French. Bottlinger is in lane 9, and Klein is in lane 10. Third and final heat. Ortman in 1, Iben in 2, Boyd in 3, Exia in 4, Walden in 5, Walkup in 6, Hodges in 7, Decker in 8, Christie in 9, and Bordure in lane 10. Me record in this event set back in 2014 by Michael Andrew is a 20.60. Close race there, looks like lane 8. That's Decker, Zach Decker, 22.73. Going to get the counters ready and get the officials moved around. We're going to go from some punk rock sprinting to some smooth jazz here with the 500-yard freestyles, the last event of the night. Event 51 girls, 13-14 500-yard freestyle. We'll have 3 heats of that coming up. You're looking for a meet record, 4:56.82. That was set back in 2008 by Bonnie Brandon.
Can you make an announcement if somebody picked up her?
We had someone pick up a warm-up. We had someone pick up a sweater behind lane 9, the last event, that has the athlete's inhaler in it. So if we could return that to the meet announcer over here. There's a sweater up behind lane 9 that was mistakenly picked up and contains an athlete's inhaler. We'd like to get that back to her as soon as we can. So lining up behind the block, first heat we should have Eichmann in 1. See Paige Eichmann in 1, Sophia Wright behind lane 2, Nola Rubel in lane 3, Annika Balkholt in lane 4, Grace Renitz lane 5, Jenna Ude in lane 6, Jordan Foster behind lane 7, Jessica Fan behind lane 8, Autumn Galuli behind lane 9, and Leanna Berger behind lane 10. This will be the first of 3 heats for the girls 13-14, 500-yard freestyle. Again, if you picked up a sweater behind lane 9, please return that down to me at the announcer's table. We have an athlete that needs their inhaler that was in the pocket of that sweater. So first of 3 heats, 500 freestyle. AAA time in this event is a 5:23.89. The quad A time, we have one swimmer seated under that quad A time, is a 5:09.19. If you're looking at the top 10 nationally right now, 10th in the country. Currently, after last weekend, 10th in the country is a 4:55.10. So top 10 time, just a couple seconds under 5 minutes. We did have a Colorado sweatshirt. A sweatshirt from Team Colorado turned in, so if you mistakenly grabbed a blue sweatshirt from another team with an inhaler in it, or a blue sweater, please bring that down and we'll get you this one back. Coming into the 200 mark, that's Jessica Fan over there in lane 8, followed right by her teammate from Midwestern in lane 3, that's Nola Rubel. All right, if you're a sprinter and you're not swimming this event, you should be on the side of the pool cheering on your teammates or counting for them. That's Rubel there in lane 3, Nola Rubel. Midwestern having a great swim over here. There's a couple different strategies to employ in this race. These swimmers are old enough though, at 13, 14, they usually don't negative split it. You see that a little bit more with the 12 and unders. But Nola over here in lane 3 really turned on the Jets after 250 yards. Good battle brewing for second and third in this heat. .50 to go. That's Rubel followed by Bachholt. Then Uday over there in lane 6. Nola Rubel, 5:35.27. The top of heat 1. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the pool. Lane 1 is Paige Boomer. Lane 3, Lily McFadden. Excuse me, lane 2, Lily McFadden. Lane 3, Claire Durker. Lane 4, Whitney Leach. Lane 5, Elena Vasky. Malin Thier is in lane 6. Evelyn Klappenbach is in lane 7. Sanibel Miller's in lane 8. Lula Karst in lane 9. And Scout Rosendahl is in lane 10. Again, that meet record, we'll keep an eye on that, 4:56.82. We have one athlete currently seated under that time. If you're looking at national top 10 rankings as of last weekend, 4:55.10 is your 10th spot. Your leader at 200 yards, that's Vasky. Lena Vasky from Team Iowa, 2:05.50 4-1 there at the 200 turn. Usually around 200 to 350 yards, you'll see athletes start making some moves. This event's long enough you can do 2 or 3 attacks, or one long attack after the halfway point. Keep an eye on their kick. They'll especially pick up their tempo with their arms, but you'll watch their kick go from a 2 or 4 beat to a 6 or 8 beat kick when they're trying to ramp up their pace. That's Vasky still controlling the heat here after 300 yards, 3:10.86. Hundred to go, a Team Iowa athlete, lane 5, that's Vasky. Moving up over there in lane 7, that's Klappenbach from Missouri, or excuse me, from Midwestern. Lap, let's get these swimmers home, see if they can drop some time. Parents, teammates, let's make some noise here. It's a tough event to do after 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. Looks like Elena Vasky there. She likes swimming in this pool. 5:19.45. Drop a little bit of time from her seed time. Heat 3 of 3. Final heat for girls, 13-14, 500-yard freestyle. Again, those record times. Iowa short course record in this event, 4:49.40. Set in 2014 by Ruby Martin. Meet record in this event, 4:56.82. That might be under threat today. That's from Bonnie Brandon in 2008. Residing in lane 1 is Ava Remy. In lane 2, Amelia Thomas. In lane 3, Carson Ward. Swimming in lane 4 is Justine Krantz. Clara Seaman will be swimming in lane 5. Lane 6 is Aria Thomas. Elena Wyson will be swimming in lane 7. Lane 8 is Addie Hobbs. Swimming in lane 9 is Alelia Sloan. And rounding out your field in lane 10 is Haley Birkby. So somehow Team Colorado reserved lanes 6 through 10 over there. We also have some swimmers from South Dakota, Missouri Valley, and Iowa in this heat. Leading us out the first 100 though. South Dakota, first 150. That's Krantz over in lane 4. That's Justine Krantz leading him out 2006-1 at the 200-yard mark. Swimming for South Dakota, that's Krantz still leading here at the 300-yard mark in lane 4. .400 yards in, that's Krantz. Justine Krantz there, South Dakota. 409.3 with 100 to go. That's Krantz turning for home. It's like making a move over there in lane 9. Alelia Sloan for Colorado. Justine Krantz, 5:12.23, followed by Sloan and Wyson over in lanes 9 and 7. Coming up, we have 3 heats of event 52, the boys, 13-14, 500-yard freestyle. Heat 1. First of 3 heats, final event of the session and of today. Let's make sure we make some noise for these guys. In lane 4, Link Ortman. In lane 5, AJ Aarons. Joshua Baisley is going to be in lane 6. And Cohen Carpenter, we round out your first heat in lane 7. Meet record in this event, 441.28, set back in 2014 by Jonah Staten. Your Iowa short course record. Fastest time ever swam in Iowa is a 4:29.76. That was set back in 2017 by Dylan Moffitt, who just recently completed his career for Missouri State. AAA standard is a 5:03.09. Your Quad A standard is a 4:49.29. Turning first, that's Aaron's at the 200 mark, 2:03.82. That's Josh Baisley taking over 3:09.06 in lane 6 at the 300 mark. It's Baisley there, still in lane 6. 400 yards to go, 4:13.97. He's looking to swim under a seed time of 5:27.38. Currently on pace to do that. Just turning on a whole different gear here after the 250 mark. Aaron's also holding 31s here on this back half. Let's go. These guys are going to have some big drops. Let's get them home. Both of them under 520. Nice swimming, gentlemen. Joshua Beasley, 5:15.37. To be tops in Heat 1. Heat 2. Second of 3 heats for event 52. In the water, Isaiah Volsky's in lane 1. RJ Matthews in lane 2. Bennett Pankratz is in lane 3. Mo Brown in 4. Kellen Kidwell in 5. Nick Polyak in lane 6. Embry Collins in 7. Colin Fields is in lane 8. Occupying lane 9 is Enzo Palumbo. And rounding out your field in lane 10 is Clayton Mueller. Let's keep the ball rolling with these time drops. Fastest seed in this heat is a 5:09.42. That's Kellen Kidwell there in lane 5, Missouri Valley athlete. Again, meet record under threat today, 4:41.28. So keep an eye on that in the next heat. Iowa short course record also within reach, 4:29.76. We'll be looking at national top 10 ranking. Currently, the 10th time in the country is a 4:34.84. Your leader at 200, that's Nick Polyak, 2:01.83. He races at this pool a lot, being an athlete from the Iowa LSC, so had some good swims in here before. Followed closely by Kidwell in lane 5. That's Polyak throwing down a 31.8 there. He's going to turn first at the 300 with a 3:05.57. Starting to see some of these athletes shift gears, bring down their splits under 32. This one's starting to tighten up as we got some moves happening. Poyak's going to hold a slight lead here, 100 yards to go. In pursuit, that's Pengrantz. And over here in lane 1, Isaiah Volsky. Bell lap. Looks like Pengrantz is going to take the lead here with a 50 to go. Splitting a 29-5 over in lane 3. South Dakota and Iowa, get on your feet here. Second half race. These South Dakota guys found another gear over here in lanes 1 and 3. That's going to be Volsky with the win. 5:09.20, big time drop out of lane 1. His teammate's going to get in there for second. Poyak's going to hold on for third, also with a personal best. Heat 3. Final heat of the day, final event of the day, boys 13-14, 500-yard freestyle. Lincoln Chandler's in lane 1, Asher Howe in 2, Calvin Hodge is in lane 3, Boyd Tyson is in lane 4. Tyson Boyd in lane 4. And then Trevin Kraus, your fastest qualifier there in lane 5. He's currently sitting at number 3 nationally with that seed time of 4:30.66. Alex Jones is in lane 6. Marshall Adams in 7. Isaac Knapp in lane 8. Henry Christensen in lane 9. And Aaron Ainsley's in lane 10. Remember that team race will come into play here. No relays tonight, but a lot of points to be handed out. We'll give you an update on the team scores before we leave the venue. Trevin Kraus, your fastest qualifier. He's going to turn at a 1:47.7 at the 200-yard mark. Good battle for second brewing here. That's Jones, Adams, and Knapp over in 6, 7, and 8. All right, Kraus just picked it up a little bit. 28-0 on that split. 200 yards to go. Again, I think that meet record today is going down. 4:41.28. Let's keep an eye on that Iowa short course record. Fastest time swam in Iowa is 4:29.76 back in 2017. We might see both of those threaten here. Looks like Jones and Adams battling for that silver medal over there. Let's get Mr. Kraus home, see if he can get some of those records out of the way. Traven Kraus got a 6-speed kick going. He's ahead of that pace again, 28.4. Only problem now, he's going to be running into some waves here. See if he can get through some of this chop. Looks like Adams making a big move there in lane 7. He's going to split a 28.4 there. So Kraus going to get under that meet record. 27.8 on that last 54. 37.36. His teammate's going to get in there for a second. That's Marshall Adams over in lane 7. Alex Jones also posting a personal best. Going to round out your top 3 in lane 6. Nice job, gentlemen. That concludes our swimming for tonight. Event 52 is now over. We'll join you back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the competition start. Give you a little update on team points. Some big points coming in here from Colorado in that last 2 events. That competition pool is open. Athletes can go ahead and cool down in there. We'll get them team points out. If I don't give you any feedback here on the microphone. So your combined team scores right now. 6th place is North Dakota. 4th place, Midwestern. Excuse me, 5th place, South Dakota. 4th place is Midwestern. Team Iowa is sitting in 3rd place with 341 points. 2nd place, 389 points is Missouri Valley. And after the 500s tonight, Team Colorado, 974.5 points. So as the athletes cool down, reminder, coaches, athletes, spectators, please pick up the area around you as you leave. We'll kick things off tomorrow with the 10 and under 200-yard IMs. There'll be events 53 and 54. Again, competition tomorrow, 9 a.m. Thanks for coming out and supporting the Midwest All-Star Championship meet. And we will see you tomorrow morning for some more fast swimming here at the Wellmark YMCA.